think it's streaming.
Sorry, Jake. I was talking. I forgot I was muted.
All right.
I was like, yeah, that sounds kind of gross.
Okay.
All right. Join my game. I think I got it working. If not, it's okay.
Pledged by 3 defuse kits. Everyone has a rifle. The orb's still in the mix, and still residual cash for. It's trickling up 2,400 in.
Pastrami, jalapenos, bacon.
All right, I'm muting my mic.
What's in this guy?
Reach your mic, Jake. Let's see. Is it working? How do I start the poll? Michael, your mic is muted. You're not talking.
I'm here.
How do you know your shit was working?
I don't know. I just said I was authenticated.
Yeah, it said that to me too. I guess let's start. We'll just play. On you, J-Maz.
No. This burger looks crazy.
Via the scale on the desktop. Start game. Let's see. Create.
Nice.
Michael, type in !G or something. Or ! How is it? Guilty. You guys reading? Oh, it did work. Oh, the chat, it is working, chat. There we go. Chat, is he guilty? Okay. The Twitch link worked. Let's go. Now we get to know what the truth is. Is both sides ready to present their court case to the court case?
What's happening? Who is this person?
Prosecution, you must submit your charges. Buddy went AFK, and he's the prosecution. That's crazy work. Very, very cool. Oh, I hit your client. Oh, that one over your face. Mr. Derp is accused of murder.
All right.
All right. Prosecution. As is
Your
the
Honor.
way. It's actually the defense who presents first. Opening statements from the defense.
Is it?
Yes.
Mr. Derp is accused of murder. Of whom? Who is this person?
My sources tell me that Mr. Derp has murdered a elderly woman, age 68, in her home. Their name was Eileen.
Okay. Old woman in her home. 68, you said?
How do you
Yes.
not know your own court case?
Because it was just given to me now. I'm a public defender, alright? Alright. Sweet. Thank you, Prosecutor Monster Jam. What was the old woman's name?
It was Eileen, sir.
Eileen,
This is
thank you.
insane. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. The defense seems inept. We may have a mistrial.
Let's be real, Your Honor. We are socks. Alright. Let's see what I got here. I think we'll find that Mr. Derp here has made internet comments about Mrs. Eileen and was actually a close friend of hers. And
How am I going to find this? Are you just opening your statements here?
Well, yeah, it's actually not my turn. I can't pick any evidence, so.
It is now your turn
There we go.
to present
All right.
evidence.
All right, here are my internet comments that I mentioned as my first piece of evidence. And
Would you
then
like to
to back
elaborate?
that up, I'm just using these internet comments to supply
No
the
objection,
idea
Your
that
Honor.
they were friends. And then I have his search history, which clearly states that he was searching up gift ideas for the elderly women, to be specific.
It seems
I'm
his
just
search
saying
history
it's
was
unlikely that
mostly
Mr.
erased.
Derp. Yeah, but you know what? The rest of it says otherwise. You know, it says that he's a lover of old women and wants to give them gifts.
I've heard enough from
Anyway.
the defense. We will start with the prosecution. You may present your opening statements and evidence. You have 60. I'll give you 90 seconds.
Oh, man,
Thank you, Your
getting
Honor.
Timed.
So our client, my accuser here, I don't know what to call him, Mr. Derp, on the crime scene at Eileen's house, there was boxing gloves found. And if you look at the medical reports that the autopsy provided, you can see that Mrs. Eileen was killed by blunt force trauma.
Do you have evidence of this?
I don't see any medical evidence of this.
Yeah, right here. If you look at the medical file,
Oh fuck.
Okay. Okay.
She was beaten. Is what we're saying?
yes, she was clearly beaten to death. There was massive hemorrhaging from the brain and blood loss. I believe the motive behind the boxing gloves were so that our friend Mr. Derp here wouldn't leave any kind of fingerprints at the scene, but he did, in fact, forget the boxing gloves, which is kind of a goober move. But
the fingerprints are on the boxing gloves.
This is not a back and forth. Your
Damn
90
it,
seconds
man,
has expired. We are moving back to the defense to present his official case for evidence.
I think you'll find that the internet history supports that he was looking up said boxing gloves as a gift for Mrs. Eileen, who is known to be an avid boxer.
objection, Your Honor.
What
She
would
clearly
you- what-
she possesses this scratch.
What is your objection?
Our friend over here claims that she was an avid boxer, but if I recall, the patient was, or not the patient, the victim was 68 years old.
You've presented no objection, and you've given me no reason to do anything.
Please continue.
Proceed with your
All right.
case. Objection has been overturned.
So I just displayed this scratch CD of Eye of the Tiger, which Mrs. Eileen, loved to use in her boxing montages. And you'll find that these internet comments are on her YouTube series, Boxing the Oldies. Let's see here. I have no other evidence to display at the moment. These boxing gloves were not a weapon, Your Honor. They were simply a gift for the unfortunately beaten Grandma Eileen.
Prosecution, you may present evidence. You have 90 seconds.
Thank you, Your Honor. So Mrs. Eileen claims she was an avid boxer, and you claim that your defendant over there was purchasing and looking up gift ideas for said Mrs. Eileen.
Correct.
But I want to present global malware. So our defendant over there was hacked. There was a global malware virus Chinese hack that came out, and it affected a lot of computers that weren't encrypted or had VPNs on them. So who is to say that that was actually his search results?
Whom?
Our defendant here.
No. Whom is to say?
Whom is to say that that was actually his search results being presented on that computer, if it was in fact hacked by malware?
Sounds like you rest your case. Prosecution, please close. Excuse me, defense, please close.
I think you'll find that the malware device that sends malware to this Mr. Derp's computer had a cut cable, and therefore could not work.
Malware device had a cut cable?
This Chinese PC, its cable was cut. We were able to obtain evidence of this.
So
the Chinese government was very helpful, and they provided their own investigation into this.
Objection, Your Honor.
Proceed with your objection.
If the cable was cut on the PC, therefore, how was he able to commence those search results and use the computer?
What is your objection?
That evidence is irrelevant, and he is trying to say that the computer worked with a cut PC cord.
I'm actually suggesting that the Chinese PC that sent the malware was the one with the cut cord, supposedly.
So therefore, how could it send the malware?
I couldn't tell you, man. It's just what I'm seeing.
I rest my case.
Defense, do you have any other evidence to submit to the court?
You have one more piece of evidence.
Oh, I need one more? Okay. To further enforce Mr. Derp's innocence, I would like to present a treasure map that was going to be used for Eileen to find these boxing gloves. Which I assume she succeeded, having found said boxing gloves. But this man has clearly put a lot of time and effort into providing Mrs. Eileen with a wonderful birthday experience of finding boxing gloves through the use of a treasure map and supporting her through her YouTube career. I do not believe that this man could be guilty.
Yes, Your Honor.
Proceed with your closing remarks and evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. So, as the story I built so far, I want to present, if I can click on it, a crushed can found at the scene of the crime. This crushed can was an alcoholic beverage. A Miller Lite, to be exact. The one of those large ones, the Extendos, 40 ounces. Our defendant here was known to be a raging alcoholic.
Can you provide evidence to support that idea?
There was beer
It's not your
cans
turn.
at the crime scene. Therefore, he had violent tendencies. We know Mrs. Eileen was killed by blunt force trauma several times to the head. And we do know that she was indeed a boxer. I believe Mr. Derp over here wanted to challenge Mrs. Eileen to a boxing match. He drank a little bit, got a little too angry, and went a little too far. I want to back that up by my security camera footage taken from inside Mrs. Eileen's house. Due to her old age, she needed security cameras in her house in order for her family to watch her and make sure that she is okay. If you look at that security camera footage, you could see Mr. Derp and Mrs. Eileen sparring. Was this a confrontation or a friendly fight? I do not know because his internet search history does not indicate that. So I do want to say that Mr. Derp did have every intention to go to Mrs. Eileen's house. He drank too much, got a little too angry, and beat her to death. Provided by the medical reports and the security camera footage.
Your Honor, may I ask the
caught on 4K.
Prosecutor a question?
Yes.
Mr. Mosh Jam, do you believe that Mr. Derp could have murdered her on accident as an act of manslaughter rather than murder?
I do believe that could be the case. Even so, manslaughter is a crime.
Your Honor, I would rest my case.
I've heard enough. In my 20 years on this bench, I have not heard a worse case presented from the state, nor have I heard a worse defense in the face of the worst prosecution. If I have the story right, the client was beaten to death. The internet search history somehow proves that he was not a murderer because he liked to look for gifts. But the prosecution then claims that the defendant was hacked by China, and we don't know about it. Where's the connection? And the defense responds with evidence that supposedly the cable to the PC in China was cut. It's clear to me that the defense does not understand how malware or computers function, and it's clear to me that the prosecution fed into it.
Objection.
Furthermore, the prosecution keeps objecting. I don't know what to believe, but I do know one thing. I cannot send a man to jail when the prosecution says
He's guilty! He's guilty!
It could have been manslaughter when the charge was murder. So therefore, he is not
guilty. It gets
guilty.
downgraded! That's still a crime!
But that's not what you're accusing him for. You're accusing him of murder.
Oh, you just hit the play again button.
Oh, shit.
It's your job as a judge to recognize the crime.
That's fucking insane. Let's do random. That was fucking atrocious.
I lost my train of thought when Jake brought up the internet search history because I had no idea where that fit into the storyline.
You fed into it. The amount of nonsense that I just heard. Jake just arbitrarily said the cable to the malware was cut. And
There's
then
no
you
way it could have been
openly
said,
admit
man.
that you don't know if it was murder or manslaughter. But you charge the poor man with murder.
I thought you as a judge would still recognize the crime
You brought
being
the charges. I'm not
upheld
the
in
one.
the court of law.
I'm not setting charges. I'm a judge.
You could have downgraded the charge to manslaughter. That's what judges do, right?
That's up to you to bring those charges. That was insane.
All right. Well, we'll get it this time. We'll get it this time.
Oh wow, so high
Defending
up
is my
here.
strong suit. It's pretty easy to use. You just pick up the gavel, then use your scroll wheel to go through the different selections. We didn't even bring up our witness or our detective either last game.
Okay, so Michael is accused of assaulting Mr. and Mrs. Sock.
Oh,
We didn't actually use the witnesses last game.
You guys never called your witnesses. What do you want from me?
No, yeah, we just didn't use them. Should have. Oh wow.
using assaulting Mr. and Mrs. Sock. Okay. All right, man. You got this.
Dude, giving him a hype up talk.
Got this, man. It's my first day on the job. Don't worry, dude.
Should probably put this as guilty as Sock on your stream. It's a new game. You'll probably catch
I did.
more.
Did it not?
Maybe I just haven't refreshed. Let me see.
Let me see. Oh no, it still says Overwatch 2. My bad.
Oh, this is fun. I like this. I like arguing in a court of law.
Yeah.
You're silly.
We need more people.
Yeah, we can do fine.
I mean, we
find
can
the randoms.
join. Yeah, we can find random lobbies if that's your jam.
There, updated the stream info. Says average stream
Lobbies.
bitrate too high. That seems pretty stable to me. How are we starting this, Judge? Come on, dude.
All right. Would you like to display any evidence for your
You're starting
prosecution?
with the prosecution?
I don't know how this shit works,
I'll-
man. I just
All
make the
right,
rules.
Send it to me. Send
That's
it to
true.
me,
You
Judge.
do. This is
You
your
gotta-
court.
You gotta send it to me, Judge.
How do you do that?
Take the gavel. Make sure you're on the right allow side to prosecute or whatever, and click mine. Your
There you
Honor,
are.
we are gathered here today in a court of law because Michael, over there, has been accused of assaulting Mr. and Mrs. Sock, a violent, heinous crime committed against an innocent family in this great state of Kentucky. Your Honor, today the state will present to you a case proving without a shadow of a doubt that Michael has in fact assaulted Mr. and Mrs. Sock. Your Honor, the prosecution brings a witness who can in fact state that they saw this assault take place in the home of Mr. and Mrs. Sock.
All right.
And I rest
you
my
may
opening.
bring your. Oh, okay. And Mr. Monster Jam, we will now hear your defense.
Thank you. All right. My client here, Michael. Don't like saying that. Why did you have to name him that? You used everything. is accused of assaulting Mr. and Mrs. Sock. That is just not true. I rest my case.
Oh, all right. Would you like to present any evidence to the contrary?
Yes. On the day of the crime that was being presented right now, I present a subway ticket that
seen
my
one of these
defendant
before.
had purchased. He was on the way to the store to get some frozen pizzas provided by this empty pizza box here.
Is he done,
All right,
Your
at the
Honor?
time-
He's just over there hanging out.
So
Yeah, I'm just typing. I'm typing.
I was just
All right.
waiting for you to finish your notes. I was being respectful, Judge.
I can listen. I'm a fast listener. All right. And so you're suggesting that this subway ticket and pizza box suggests that he couldn't have been there. Well,
Yes, Your Honor, because my
At
my
what-
client over here does not have a car, so therefore he had to take the subway to hit up John's Pizza Shop, where that pizza box is clearly from, during the time of the crime that was reported.
John's Pizza Shop. All right. All right. Mr. Aerojet, I would like to hear your defense, and feel free to call up your witness.
I'm not a defender. I am a
And-
prosecutor, Judge.
Prosecutor.
Your
right,
Honor.
right.
You've heard from the defense that their client, the assailant in this case, went to the store via a subway ticket submitted into evidence to buy frozen pizzas proven by these empty pizza boxes that he has. Your Honor, this man did not go to the store just to buy pizza boxes, though he may use this as his cover. We already know, per the defense, that this man was out and about in the town that day. And we know that he bought pizzas. But, Your Honor, this was a cover. Because this man also bought an incognito costume, Your Honor.
Oh.
While he was out that day, he had already premeditated a plan to assault Mr. and Mrs. Sock, people that have lived a happy life free of harm, and that frustrated this man. You see, Your Honor, this man is violent. He is detached from society. Your Honor, this man has a driver's license nearly suspended from the violence and terrible behavior he conducts in society.
Objection. Objection. My client having a driver's license that only has 2 points left for reckless driving does not indicate that he is a bad person.
Your Honor,
I
may I
stand
respond?
to have this evidence thrown out.
Your Honor, may I respond?
Go ahead, prosecution.
Your Honor, this evidence that I've presented to the court goes to speak to the character of Michael. It shows the court that not only is this man dangerous, proven by his incognito costume he bought that day, but he has a history of being dangerous. And that is what the license speaks to.
Yes.
I guess.
I said, yes. All
Oh.
right. Mr. Monster Jam, you did
sir.
suggest that Mr. Michael here did not have a vehicle, correct?
Yes, and that was due to the driver's license that was prevented. Due to him only having 2 points left, due to the reckless driving, he therefore sold his vehicle to get some extra cash, as he did not want to be on the road anymore, which speaks
Okay.
character about my client. Going back to the accusations made that he was a bad person for getting a couple traffic tickets.
Your Honor, it's not traffic tickets. This was clearly reckless driving.
Reckless driving.
Correct.
Road rage, as we know
mentioned.
it.
Wait, how you guys doing paper airplanes? What the fuck?
You scroll when you pick it up.
Oh. It's pretty sweet.
Your Honor,
Your Honor,
are we
he's
able to
throwing
move
paper
on?
airplanes directly
All right.
in my
Are you
face.
going to allow the
Yes.
prosecute the defense to go ahead and respond here?
Yes, would either of you like to call your witnesses to the stand?
Not yet, Your Honor.
All right. What would you like to say, Monster Jam?
Yes, so about this costume being presented, there was actually, if we look here, at these leaked DMs, my client was heading towards a birthday party that was themed as a detective theme. So he has purchased this costume to head to this party as a theme, clearly stated in the text messages between him and his friend Lucille.
Okay. But Mr. Michael does own a costume that very similar to the one that Mr. and Mrs. Sock were assaulted by, correct?
Yes,
what
but
you're
what
saying.
does my defendant having to buy people buy those costumes every day?
Okay.
Him owning
They're
a
very
same
common.
costume does not put him at the scene of the crime. As you can see, he was clearly at the store, and if you read those DMs, he was heading towards a costume party at 6 o'clock that night. A little over an hour from when he bought the pizzas.
Okay.
So therefore, he went to the subway, went to the store, bought the pizzas, ate the pizza, and then bought the costume while he needed to head to a costume party.
Oh, okay. So he purchased said costume the day of the attack and the night of the time that they were assaulted.
Yes, Your Honor. He did, in fact, purchase that costume, but like I said, if you can clearly read the messages presented in front of you, right there with timestamps, he was heading towards a costume party later that night.
Correct. Okay.
And I would like to point out that between travel distances, he did have to take a subway to get to the store, and he only has one ticket. Therefore, he did not have enough time to return back home via subway or walking to change back into his costume to commit that crime.
In prosecution, where was this attack conducted?
It's still the defense's time, Your Honor.
Yeah, we're gonna switch over to you.
Your Honor, we've heard an interesting series of events here. One thing missing from this whole debate, this case brought against Michael, is the motive. You've yet to hear my motive. What the state has determined is the reason Michael has decided to assault Mr. and Mrs. Smith. You see, we know that this man had taken the subway to go to a store, to buy pizza, to eat pizza. However, conveniently, the prosecution left out that a costume was bought. What else are they leaving out? What else are they not telling you, waiting to see if the prosecution will submit into evidence something that they now then need to defend from? Well, Your Honor, the motive for why Michael has assaulted Mr. and Mrs. Smith is quite evil. Greed. Your Honor, you see, while he was in city, he bought a losing lottery ticket. Not abnormal, something that happens to all of us every day. I myself, when I go to cities outside of my hometown, I buy a lottery ticket in the hopes of winning. However, with the violent past of Michael, he doesn't take losing so well. You see, Mr. and Mrs. Smith had bought a lottery ticket that same night, right in front of him. Well, he wanted an additional chance to win. We know he suffers from financial hardship. He had to sell his car to pay his way. He had to take a subway. He has losing in every aspect of life, and he wanted a win. Well, Your Honor, though he did go down to buy pizza and eat pizza, though he did all of this, the costume party is a fantasy. It is a facade developed as a cover story in conjunction with Lucille, who is in on this. You have a separate case in your docket later to deal with her. He used that incognito costume to follow them home, to get their lottery ticket, Your Honor.
And what are your statements on the leaked DMs suggesting the...
The leaked DMs are exactly to go to this conspiracy that I just mentioned. Lucille was in on it.
Yeah.
He knew he needed a cover story. And you know why he knew
Lucille's
he needed a cover
backing
story,
this
Your Honor?
up.
Lucille is backing this up. She is
Oh.
a co-conspirator, Your Honor. In fact, Your
Okay.
Honor, I'd like to call my witness up, the nosy janitor.
Please, bring her in.
You bring her. You have to bring her.
How do I do that shit?
You bring her in.
Okay, here we go.
Your Honor,
Bring
here we
in
have
The nosy
The-
janitor.
the nosy janitor. Why a nosy janitor? Yes, they were assaulted in their home. Their home happens to be a very, very well-established apartment complex that has their own cleaning staff. Akin to a hotel, one might say, but that's as they can afford it. My nosy janitor here can place Michael at the scene of the crime. Yes, he wore an incognito disguise, but in the violent assault that took place, that disguise was disheveled, failing in its appearance, though no one can place him or recognize him on the way to following Mr. and Mrs. Sock. My nosy janitor, hearing the ruckus, hearing the violence, hearing the cries for help, but too afraid to step in themselves, no faults of their own, watched Michael leave the scene of the crime. He, in fact, was the one who called the paramedics to save their lives.
Okay. What say you, defense?
So, a prosecutor over here is painting Mr. and Mrs. Sock to be angels.
Oh.
That don't do no good, and just want to see my client Michael on a downfall. But I like to stress again, this is all conspiracy. Lucille had nothing to do with this or with this case. It was simply a costume party. And my client, like I said before earlier, as we bring up his financial situation from the lottery ticket, did not have enough time to travel back to Mr. and Mrs. Sock's house to commit this. In fact, while he was on his way to the costume party, bad case of the tumble rumbies appeared.
Oh, disgusting.
He got the tumble rumbies. Tummy rumbles. That's no I
Tummy rumbles. Of course.
So my
And he
client
was stuck
actually,
in the bathroom at the party.
yes. So therefore, he didn't leave the party early. And I would like to bring my detective on.
Ah. All right. We'll bring on the detective.
So as you know,
And
this is a detective. And as we remember earlier, I said my client was going to a detective-themed party.
oh,
So of course, our friend was here.
oh, of course.
He saw
Very popular.
he saw my client at this party and can confirm that he did not leave and he arrived at the specified time of the party starting.
Oh, yes. And they can corroborate that Mr. Michael was
Yes.
in the bathroom for eternity.
Yes, he was
With
in there
the
for a
tum-
very
the
long
tummy
time.
rumbles.
With the tummy rumbles, yes. As he, he ate some Domino's pizza. They ordered that there, along with John's Pizza, because my client was trying to be friendly and bring frozen pizza to the party. Because, when you're going to a party, you need to bring food. But then Lucille already bought pizza, so it was kind of like, why didn't you tell me that earlier? Because then Michael was like, I didn't have to waste money and I didn't have to go to the store. I could have just went later and bought a costume and not bought the pizza. And then Lucille was like, I'm sorry I didn't give you a heads up. I just thought I would order, the four pizzas.
I get the point.
Sorry, I was ranting it for a minute. Anyways, that's Lucille's issue. She should be more cooperative with her friends. But besides the fact, as I was saying at my earlier point.
So your witness who was there at the party. Witnessed.
At the party.
Said tummy rumbles from the pizza.
Yes.
This would naturally negate your suggestion that the party is a fantasy. Aerojet, I would like to hear your defense on that, or I would like to hear what you have to say about that. There you go.
Your Honor, the defense has presented you, quite honestly, in my professional opinion, the most horrendous case of falsified evidence and fake news that has ever strutted into this courtroom. If you may allow me to proceed with my argument, Your Honor.
Yes, please.
Your
you
Honor,
have the floor.
The defense has presented you a witness, one for one. Everything the defense has presented to you has been an attempt to negate all evidence that I present in this court. Nothing original, nothing alibying until I present the evidence against. I present a witness placing him at the scene of the crime. They present a witness saying otherwise. I present that he went and brought this costume. He says it was for a costume party. Nothing has been an original tone out of this office, Your Honor. Your Honor, we hear today that in the last argument from the defense that the client was trying to bring frozen pizza while under financial hardship to the party. And there was issues, a whole drawn-out argument given between Lucille and the defendant. Hearsay, if you keep that in mind. However, Your Honor, what the defense initially presented was this chain of events. The defendant bought a subway ticket and went to the store. It was John's Pizza Shop to buy pizza. The defendant then ate that pizza. Well, that's when all of a sudden there's text messages about a party. So the defendant supposedly buys a costume to go to a costume party.
However, locked up. I'm sorry,
response,
my first day here. I'm sorry.
The defense says that the defendant was supposedly bringing pizza to the party. The story is ever evolving, Your Honor. However, there's more evidence yet to be presented. And we'll see how the defense once again tries to spin this evidence into some alibi that they make up on the spot. You see, Your Honor, the defendant took a trophy from the victim's house. You see, the victims went home to cook themselves a meal and check on their lottery ticket later when the numbers were pulled. They were cooking dinner. Well, when the defendant,
so he invaded their home. Did you not mention that he was out and about and assaulted them on the street?
I never said that, Your Honor. It was very clearly stated that they were assaulted in the home. That's why I have a witness, the janitor of the complex, that saw him leaving the home.
All right. Please go on.
Assaulted, as I was saying, Your Honor, viciously breaking into their home, assaulting them, leaving their food to burn, just like their lives would shortly thereafter. And he took that spoon as a reminder of the damage he can cause. A man with a violent past and a violent future sits before you today. However, Your Honor, 24 minutes into this case, I think it's time to destroy the defense's facade and false evidence and testimony that they bring into this courtroom. A farce of a case that's being presented to you from the blue bench, Your Honor. Because I've saved our most important piece of evidence for last. I've told you the violent past of this man. The state keeps tabs on him.
Suggested by his driver's license.
An electronic bracelet, Your Honor, that tracks each and every location, geographic movement of this man.
Oh.
You have been presented a case that there was a costume party all of a sudden, that he had an alibi, that there's a witness, that he was seen there, that he spent time in the loo. But you will see on the records pulled from this bracelet, Your Honor, that this man did nothing of the sort. That after the fact, he modified the evidence presented today to create a web of stories to present to the court to try to exonerate himself of this crime. But we have hard evidence that, yes, this man took a subway. He did go to the store. However, he did buy pizza that he ate. But after that, Your Honor, he bought the losing lottery ticket. That is where he met Mr. and Mrs. Sock. And as a result, he formulated a plan. He bought the costume. And he already knew that he could write this off with Lucille as some costume party, unbeknownst to anyone. He followed them home, he assaulted them, and then spent his time at Lucille's at this spotty party to try to give himself an alibi. But Your Honor, we know he went there. We know he assaulted them. My witness can corroborate such, and the bracelet further thereafter. Your Honor, with the evidence presented to you today, I've not only exposed the defense's blatant lying and falsifying of evidence, but I humbly, as a servant to this court, requests that this man not only receive a guilty verdict, but a severe sentencing, and I will even move to bring charges against his attorney for supporting such heinous illegal activity. I rest my case.
Oh, a bold prosecution. Monster Jam. Very strong argument to be made there. What say you in your defense?
I just want to start off by the defense. My client is being in charge of assaulting Mr. and Mrs. Sock. The defense is suggesting that Mr. and Mrs. Sock was murdered. And he claimed
I never once said
he
that.
took a burnt spoon. I'm speaking.
More falsifying.
I'm speaking. Are you going to reprimand him, Judge?
Well, I would like to back him up here, because the Mr. and Mrs. Sock are not murdered. In fact, they have been assaulted. But go on.
Anyways, moving on. Oh, buddy, we're cooked, dude. All right.
Look at his face.
Anyways, moving on. I would like to present. This was a case of self-defense.
Oh.
As you can see
Wait.
here.
Wait, hold on. You were saying that he was, in fact, at their home and did not attend said party.
No, he did attend the party. It was self-defense at the
Okay.
party.
Oh, they were there.
Yes, they were at the party. They were very into Sherlock Holmes. So they wanted to attend the detective party along with my client here.
I don't even know what to say.
Please, let me
But go
continue.
on. Go on. Please go on. You have one more piece of evidence that I see you have yet to
Yes,
produce.
yes, exactly.
So I'll let you finish.
Okay, so starting from the beginning. He claims Mr. and Mrs. Sock was assaulted in the house. And he claims a janitor witnessed it. What kind of house do you know has a janitor in it?
Fully explained in my presentation.
What kind of house... I'm speaking. What kind of house do you know has a janitor in it? Or a janitor nearby? Do they live in a warehouse? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
These are the white picket fence type of people. 2-story house, big yard. You know.
What about an apartment complex?
Can we confirm that's where they actually live? No, we can't. I can. That's not where they live. I present a used bullet casing.
Whoa!
Found at the party.
Which would mean your witness should have seen said bullet being fired.
At him, yes.
Oh. So
He was a victim. Like I said, this was self-defense.
why didn't you provide this sooner? This is a far more...
This just came in, hot off the press,
Oh.
brand new. I just got evidence
Okay.
of this. He was at the party.
Your witness is
Mr.
in
and Mrs.
the,
Sock was there. They attempted to. He's been painting him in a bad light the whole time, saying that he's a bad person because of a stupid driver's license, which isn't true because it was just reckless driving, and that's why he has the ankle monitor on because he was put under probation. And then Mr. and Mrs. Sock didn't like how he looked, and I pressed my keys. Sends me to jail. I don't know, man. It's falling apart. Send him to jail. I give up, dude. I can't.
Your argument was so strong, and then, like, honestly, you could have just said that the anklet monitor was on someone else or something. But
just send him to jail. He's good, dude.
But you supported him. You were like, yeah, he was there.
I fell apart.
Monitor's right.
Just send him to jail,
man.
dude. I'm sorry, man. This is my first day on the
Well,
job. I'm learning.
In my, 30 minutes of being a judge, this was the most difficult case I have ever seen. I believe I have gathered enough evidence and eyewitness statements to find my verdict. I believe Mr. Michael is guilty of the action of assaulting Mr. and Mrs. Sock.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And you talked for more time than I did.
I think it did you more damage, honestly.
I talk too much, dude. I talk too much.
You absolutely cooked yourself. Dude.
I wanna do the defense again.
That was insane. Oh god, do you guys want to try
I'm not
joining
using-
that other person?
Let's do one more by ourselves, and then we can.
Do you want to go defense again?
I want to go defense again. I understand it now. I understand it now.
All right.
Jake,
Do you want-
would you like to judge this?
You can judge. I'll be prosecutor again. Of a rematch. Yeah, put a couple of people who are on the same.
Make it. This
level.
is skill-based matchmaking right now.
Nope, JMS has a muted mic. Do not. The prosecution may submit their case.
This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do, Judge.
The mouth moving with the cigarette. This is what we're gonna do.
It's the kind of game we're gonna play. Okay. Guilty until proven innocent, right?
The prosecutor is just sitting over there quietly.
Call for a mistrial. I don't think this judge is.
Order in the court. Order in the court.
Sorry, Your Honor.
I said order in the court. Order.
Are you done?
Are you done?
I didn't do
Prosecutor,
anything.
defender.
Just send me that, Jake. Is Jake here?
Order in the court.
Oh my god.
Jake's not even here.
Did he crash? Did he just die? Can you please stop abusing me in the court of laws, Your Honor?
I think Jake's gone.
I'm starting to develop a
I
head
am.
tumor. Oh, he's back.
Why is his face
How did
there?
you put-
Why is his face on it?
How did you do that? It's so scary. It's so
Order!
scary.
Oh, that's so good.
That's insane.
Your Honor, I don't know what he did, but lock him up. Look at his face.
Well, we have Tim Bumbleson accused of making Lady Sock disappear. Defense, present your case. Oh, excuse me. Prosecution, make your case.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, you had it on me.
Incompetent judge.
All right. Let's see here. Let me look at my evidence real quick. I believe Mr. Tim Bumbleson made Miss Lady Sock disappear, utilizing a free hug sign to attract her and bring her in close, and then dumped her body after doing unspeakable things, dumping her body into the Lake Laogai. And I have much more and a witness to back this up. But
All right, go ahead, defense.
Oh, so prosecutor over here claims you mind?
Go ahead.
Okay. Claims my client used a free hug sign to lure the victim to her death.
What? There was death? There's death involved?
Or to lure her to disappear.
How would you know this
I
victim is
misspoke.
dead? We know she's gone.
I
She's
misspoke.
disappeared.
I misspoke. I
So you're saying
misspoke.
she's
I
dead?
misspoke. I misspoke. No,
So
she
she's
is
dead.
not dead.
Order in the
She is
court.
MIA.
She's dead.
She is not dead. She is missing in action. We have no whereabouts on her location. But regarding the free hug sign, my patient is just a lovely guy. He wants to spread love. He wants to spread cheer. I keep saying patient. I think I'm at work right now. My client. Let me restart. I need a breath. You're making me nervous. Please.
Prosecution, please proceed with evidence against this man.
I would like to call my witness to the stand.
Prosecution would like a witness, I see.
He looks goofy.
Oh. There's your witness.
You'll find my witness is an expert on hugs. This man
Can we
knows
confirm
hugs better than
this?
anyone. Yes, as clearly stated, he is an expert on hugs.
Where does it state that? Where does it state that?
It's in your booklet right there, right under the witness icon. Anyway, he is an expert on hugs, and he knows that a free hug sign can be used as a weapon or as a show of love. And Mr. Tim Bumbleson's sign is not used as a message of love. In fact, it has been used as a weapon to lure Miss Lady Sock, and you can tell by the right here. Wait a minute. For it was Mr. Tim Bumbleson who was using this sign in complete nudity. Which everyone knows. If you're gonna get free hugs, wear some clothes. Otherwise, you just look like a creep. And as my expert would support, no true hug without vitriol and poison would be given in nakedness with a free hug sign.
Defense, you may present a response.
Please call the police officer to the stand. Hello, Mr. Police Officer. Very nice to meet you this lovely day. Thank you for coming out here. If you say it was true, if my client was holding a free hug sign in public while nude, why is there no evidence of an arrest? Why was he not taken into jail for public nudity and disturbing the peace? My policeman here claims that no such record exists.
Oh, good.
So therefore,
that's very good news. That means he wouldn't have been arrested and could have gotten away with capturing Mrs. Sock. Is that correct?
that is not correct.
Oh.
Because I would like to ask you a question. Where was this?
Damn, hit me with
I will proceed.
with the big guns.
Where was this free hug sign supposedly held by my client?
In the North Square
Mm-hmm.
of Buddington.
North Square of Buddington, which is, as we know, a very popular and trafficked area. So therefore,
And quite close to Lake Laogai.
and
But
very
go on.
quite close. So therefore,
Very quite close.
there would have been multiple people who have witnessed this. But yet, there is no one. Yet, there was no action taken against my client here being naked in the middle of the North Square with tens of people walking around it in the city. So, I want to present this piece of evidence here. What my client was actually doing in the North Square was maintaining. As you see, he's a hard worker. You look at his hands, the calluses are there. He was performing some maintenance on an air conditioning system for the apartment complex located next to the North Square. I rest my side.
I think you'll find. Oh wait, I'd like to present some evidence. I think you'll find that day there was a gathering of police officers. A parade in the South Square of Buddington, far from the North Square and away from Lake Laogai. These police officers were just not available, and I do not believe your police officer could have even witnessed Mr. Bumbleson make this kidnapping, and I don't think they were there to do their jobs that day, Mr. Attorney Monster Jam.
That felt good. Yes, so there might have been a police parade in the South Square. I wouldn't say the lack of police force was neglected, because my client was and is still a maintenance man for the apartment complex and was doing his job at the reported time of the supposed free hug sign. And this can also be supported by his access badge. My client needs this access badge to get in and out of the apartment complex every day. And at the time that this was taken, while the free hug sign was supposedly presented, while my client was fully nude, he was, like I said, working on the air conditioning system in said apartment complex. I guess I
don't believe that Mr. Bumbleson has completed much work recently. For you'll find his credit card has been declined and is in immense debt despite working for the city, supposedly.
Is your contention that this man is not employed?
Yes, sir.
If my man was
I
not
believe-
employed... Oh,
Oh,
I'm
go ahead.
speaking.
It's your turn.
My turn. Do you see the red light next to you? That's what I thought. If you believe my client is not employed, how would he have the proper tools, equipment, and an access badge for the apartment complex, granting him full access? They just don't hand those out to anyone. And for the credit cards being declined, I didn't want to make this public, but since you brought it up, he was seen waiting at the doctor's. My client, and I'm sorry to do this to you, but it needs to be said, has cancer. All his money is spent on treatments and leukemia to upkeep his health to the best possible condition it can be. So sadly, he has to work this job just to barely make ends meet to pay for his treatments.
End meets.
Ends meets.
Ends meet.
Ends meets.
Nope. Ends
meets.
meet. Anyway. I would like to reiterate that I have brought in an expert, and we possess the free hug sign and evidence of his nudity of the day.
No evidence.
And I do not believe that this man's career or possession of drills or an access badge has anything to do with the act of him kidnapping Miss Lady Sock. I think this man is a creep in his off hours. As a result of a violent epidemic of creeps with free hug signs and nude bodies. He's just another creep, and therefore must be put in prison, so that we can hone in on the whereabouts of Miss Lady Sock's hopefully still living form.
Now is your last chance to submit any evidence for your case.
Yeah, he's full. All right. Our accuser here is really pushing this free hugs thing. He says there's all this monumental evidence, but we have one
free hug sign.
so-called a free hug expert.
That's right.
Tell me, have you ever heard of a free hug expert before?
A hug expert. Free hugs.
A hug expert. Free hug expert, please.
A
Can you
hug
elaborate on what that is so I have the knowledge?
This man knows hugs, you know.
He
I think we
knows
can all
hugs,
say
Your
that on some level we are an expert of hugs. And I think we all understand that that hugs...
so all of us are considered hug experts on some level, then.
Oh, yes, that is correct. If you'll let me finish speaking. I think we all understand that any hug should not be in the nude, in the street, with a free hug sign. And even a man like our defense here, and our judge, and even our hug expert could agree that naked hugs are no hugs at all.
So you claim everyone can be a hug expert. How do we know that this just isn't a random man off the street?
I think you missed my point, Mr.
And
Defense.
regardless, there's no evidence supporting he was in the nude. He was in
the gesture prohibited by law is nudity, in fact.
He was in a very well-populated area.
With no police officers. Corroborate your story, so I don't even know where you got that police officer from.
Oh, so are you saying my witness is a fake police officer now?
Yep,
just like your fake hug expert.
Order
right?
in the court. Order in the court. Defense, do you have any evidence to present?
Yes, I would like to also present this rusty key. So on top of the access key card for the apartment complex, my client here also needs to carry a key on him just in case, like a failsafe, in case the electronics go down
for the
and
maintenance
can't
box,
access.
huh?
I'm speaking, please.
Oh,
Just in
okay.
case please, I'm speaking. Anyways, he also needs to keep a key on him just in case, you know, the power goes out. An emergency needs to be made to open doors that need to be open, to access specific maintenance boxes, and to get roof access, because roof access also requires a key. And I would like to present hold on, I'm trying to click on it. Hold on. I would like to present this plane ticket. Now, you might be questioning, plane ticket? Where does that fall into this? But don't worry. To support my backup claims, my client uses this travel method to get to and from his special treatments that he needs for his cancer that he has.
Oh.
So therefore, I just don't see it physically possible for him to abduct Lady Sock. He wasn't nude that day as he was working. there might have been a free hug sign, but since you claim everyone's a free hug expert, that could be from anyone. There's no DNA tying him to specifically holding that free hug sign. He is in detrimental debt due to his cancer, which he has to take expensive loans and make high payments on to travel back and forth for his treatments. And due to his weakened state,
I've heard enough.
Due to his weakened state, I just don't see it possible.
You do not have talking time any longer. I've heard enough.
Yes,
Gathering the evidence for this case from both sides. This has seemed like a pissing match between two different sides of the aisle. With the entirety of this court case spent on whether or not he had a nude sign. He was nude while holding a free hug sign. I have heard little to nothing on what circumstance led to the kidnapping other than that he lured her in with a sign. And then the rest of the court case was arguing about the sign.
It'd be like a public nudity case. He's flipping me off.
I don't know what to take with this. I don't know how to interpret this. It puts me to sleep. However, I will say this is not to the benefit of the prosecution in some ways, but to the benefit in others. The very beginning of the case, the defense said that the victim is dead. This was not known. This is a case on a missing victim.
Your Honor, please. I misspoke. I read the case wrong. I read disappear as dead. I do have ADHD and dyslexia. I do apologize for that. Thank you, Your Honor. You made the right choice.
He's free!
I thought that was the guilty one. That was insanely painful to listen to, Michael.
All right.
You try to join I was gonna say, you try to join a random one and try like different roles.
I want to see. I do want to join a random one real quick. There's one with 5 people. Oh, it's locked. Let's see. Oh, there's one with 8. There's one with 3.
Oh, yeah, this one's called Trump's Court.
Here. Are you in one?
I don't know. I'm waiting for Jake to unmute his mic. It's a fun little game, though. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
I need to make some like custom evidence cards.
No, goodbye. Yo!
I wants us to join him.
I alt tapped. My game's
Did
dead.
random people join?
I'm gonna eat this burger.
No! It's because it's open. No. Voice chat's on. Oh, voice chat's on? Yes. I want me to do X amount, bro!
Oh. They left their court case. Hold on. Let's find another one. They're all locked. Sausage's court is open. Oh, it's gone. They're all locked. No one wants to have fun. Every single one is locked. This one's open.
There's an open one here. I see microchip.
I just
Or do you want to
saw
join Mr. Green? Right.
Hello.
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 You guys having a good day?
A great day.
Fantastic.
O2D.
Let's hope
SOE.
2D.
one more player. Oh, yeah. This good? Yeah, this is good.
Hello, everyone.
Hold
Hello.
on, I'm trying to get my friend in here.
Yeah, we can wait then. It's just called Green's Lobby, I think.
Just click it.
Oh, okay.
Hey, just click it.
Does everyone ready up?
The code isn't working.
Someone joined already, so
That's
we
okay.
have a full lobby.
Hey, let me see your stream.
Interesting quick words.
It's
All right.
Well, I'm already in. It might not work, Nate. There.
Oh, go. We go.
Michael, it seems that the court crashed.
Oh, is that what happened? Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Let's see, there's another one here with 3. Try one more.
I was saying, why don't we can host our own?
Oh, it's empty. Here, I'll host one. It's unlocked. I'll make the... I'll be the judge. And there's a map button. Here it goes. Cosmic Trial. I'm in a lobby.
Yeah, join here.
Oh. Chat, are we cooked? Get out of there. It's my
Kick me
lobby.
from the game?
Oh, I didn't know I kicked you.
Fish.
Hello, fish.
It is I, the fabled
Hello,
fish.
fish.
I am the fabled fish.
I'm about to run the ones with you. Get ready.
Are we
Very
currently
bad at
streaming,
this.
Arrow?
We are.
I'm gonna check this out.
Feel free.
I have the Twitch chat enabled. There's really no one watching
Oh.
right now. But
Oh yeah, I feel you, man.
I have to deafen on Discord.
I stream
Here,
occasionally.
deafen on
I stream
Discord.
occasionally
Deafen on
playing
Discord.
Xbox, and nobody
Yo, hello,
watches
hello.
hello.
Oh,
Hey, can I be the journalist?
sure, man.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I think that's enough people to start.
TTV.aerojet.
So we got Sukuna as our journalist.
Yep,
Get
trust.
Get ready
This
to
is not
be
like-
gaslit, gang.
No, don't be gaslit, trust. Hold up. TTT.
Okay, so we're in space.
Oh, this is my first ever time playing this.
Oh, you're gonna love journalist, dude. It is so fun. Hey, hey, real quick, if you pick up a paper ball, scroll wheel.
Hey, frick you,
Sukuna.
Judge. Yo, what's up?
Use your scroll wheel while holding a paper ball.
Okay. Oh, you're so calm. Yo, thank you.
You can hit people with stuff too, and it's so fun.
Boo! All right. I'm gonna start writing now.
You only get 3 of them. You only get 3 of them though.
Hey guys, do not trust X9 Texan. This guy's a phony. I'm gonna write that
All right, let's see
as a
here.
news headline.
So prosecutor, what's your charges?
Oh, well, let's see. This guy looks a little suspicious.
No.
Look at the Jerry. Oh, hey Mel, or me 123. Hey bro. Yo, this is such a calm game actually. Holy moly.
I haven't played this. I don't know what to do.
I'm so happy that I bought this.
I'll murder Chad.
Judge.
Randy's
Oh,
gonna murder a
Murder
lady
of
sock?
Lady Sock? Whoa.
Just saying. Facts speak for themselves.
Bro spelled murder wrong.
Hey Judge.
Oh, sorry, mistypo. I told you. It's a mutter.
Alrighty. Who's going first?
We will start with the prosecution to lay out their case.
Thank you, Your Honor. So Randy over here, being accused of murdering Lady Sock. And as we see here, a used bullet casing was found at the scene of the crime.
Oh.
Oh, hold up.
Please don't tell me you did it.
Is that the end of your prosecution?
Need I see more? Need I say more?
Okay. We move to the defense.
Your Honor, I would like to call my witness to the stand.
Right, well, I can hear everything coming through your mic.
Yeah. But,
Call your
Honor,
witness to your stand, you said.
I would like to call my witness to my stand.
There's your first witness.
Okay. X9, otherwise known as stressed intern. Did Randy kill Lady Sock? I think he's a little stressed.
Your witness seems to know what's going on.
I think he's a little stressed. Too stressed to
You have
talk,
anything to say?
If he can't say anything, I would like to
Yes. Randall's a good guy. He'd never do something so foul.
I also and also I would like to present a piece of evidence, Your Honor.
Go ahead. Enter into your first piece of evidence.
A love letter. Straight to Lady Sock. Signed by
victim?
Randy. Yeah. Signed by Randy.
Is that all your evidence that you wish to present?
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
Wow.
By the way, Ryomen, you can draw too. It's so funny.
Oh,
Thank you for telling me.
wrong
Thank you
one.
for telling me.
Prosecution, you can respond.
Thank you, Your Honor. So if we look at Mr. Randy's internet history, you can see there's a dark web purchase.
Ooh. Ooh.
I believe this purchase was the weapon that matched the bullet casing that was found at the scene. And on that same day, there was an incognito costume. Also,
What about this costume?
Also purchased by Randy on that same day.
Okay.
And
Defense?
Objection. Objection.
Defense, you've had some evidence presented.
I
I'd
have.
like to respond.
I have the actual dark web purchase by Randy. I will not argue about the dark web purchase. But here's the actual product he purchased.
So you contend that he
Objection.
purchased a scary mask.
Objection.
What is your objection?
You can buy a scary mask anywhere. What proves that that was bought on the dark web? I can go to the store right now and buy a scary mask.
This is valid. Defense?
He purchased it using a credit card.
Damn, you got me.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's all it was.
So we have a dark web purchase, and it was claimed to be an incognito costume, and the defense contests that it was a scary mask backed up by a credit card. Is this correct?
Yes.
Your Honor, the dark web purchase was the weapon, not the costume. Thank you.
Okay. Defense or prosecution?
Objection.
Prosecution?
Am I being objectified right now?
I don't know. There was an objection. How would you like to proceed with your case? You so far have your evidence being declined by a credit card. The jury is quiet. The journalist is typing.
That journalist is going to work.
The witness is hanging out.
Can I proceed with my?
Yes.
There's a green light in front of you.
Okay. Okay. Well, the credit card purchase. You can see clearly something was purchased.
We can't see that.
Which we could see that it was the dark web purchase that was purchased via the credit card purchase. And there was breaking
We
news.
have breaking news coming in.
My first day, man. I'm sorry.
Would you like to bring
Please
your
fire
witness
him.
up to the
This is wasting time.
I would like to hear from your witness.
Not this guy again.
Well, I'm gonna have to agree with our journalist here. No shit, he used a credit card.
Witness, I would like to remind you, you're serving the prosecution in your capacity here as a male woman.
Dipshit.
I don't think you're a dude. I think you're a male woman.
Prosecution, are you going to ask your witness any questions? You're going to sit there and stare at him?
Yeah, this is your witness.
Oh, this is my witness.
This is
I
your witness.
apologize. So, male woman. You
Did we just hear a
were
gulp?
at... You deliver mail as your job, right? As a male woman. That is confirmed. 100% accurate. On your route
deliver female.
today... You deliver... Excuse me?
I deliver female.
Regardless of the point, he delivers female.
I get it.
You were doing your routes today. did you happen to notice anything strange? Particularly involving some sort of murder.
Perhaps.
Perhaps, he says. Perhaps.
I think he's lying.
Now, wait, hold on, wait.
Objection!
You deliver packages. You deliver... Objection, not objected.
You don't get to make these calls.
Anyways, as I was saying, he delivers packages. Our Randy here made an online purchase via the dark web with a credit card that he had to get delivered from the mail.
How many times is your credit card gonna come up?
Can you confirm that you did indeed deliver that package to him?
I did.
Your Honor, I would like to say
did
something.
indeed. Delivered that credit card.
You delivered the credit card? Is your witness saying that they delivered a credit card?
No, I think he said gun. I think he said I delivered a gun to Randy.
Are you speaking for your witness? Your witness can answer for themselves.
Objection!
What is your objection?
I have some new evidence that came to light just now.
Okay, well, let's hear it, huh?
I would like to present a driving license with the name of Lady Sock on it.
Okay, and what is
And
this?
as you can
speak
see, it apparently only has 2 points
Wow.
left on it for reckless driving. So,
to? Right.
in my defense, in my client's defense,
Yep.
she was not murdered. She crashed. He just so happened to be. He happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
So you contest that.
So how come there's
this
no
is
car wreckage
There's a bullet
valid?
case.
This is valid.
and a bullet case? Ing?
The jury has a lot of questions for you.
There's also a cracked screen, meaning she may have been shot at or shot at somebody.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
So maybe Lady Sock, in all of this, is actually a psychopath.
So what you're saying is there not only may have been a car crash, potentially, but during this car crash there was a shooting, and she may have been a psychopath.
Yes,
But your
she may
client
have
was
had
in
a
love
roach.
with Lady Sock.
Yes, my client is a little bit mental. You are 3 for 3 on amazing ones right now, man.
Well, I think we've seen all the evidence that the defense has to present. We have an interesting story. It's a really good drawing. It's in the box. It's a good reference, actually.
Let me see the drawing.
Prosecution, please enter your closing remarks.
Yes.
It's a really good drawing.
I don't.
Who is throwing paper balls at me? Good lord. Stop throwing paper balls at me!
Okay.
Your Honor, could
know
you please
what the
gavel the witness?
driver's license and the car wreckage have to
Thank
do.
you.
I think what he's trying to say is that Randy committed a drive-by shooting in self-defense and therefore wrecked the car.
How the fuck did you get that?
Yeah, how did you get that, dude? Like, I presented the fact that it was her driver's license. Her car had bullet holes
Yeah,
in
the
it,
jury
and there was
wants
bullet
to know
casings.
what about the mask, prosecution? What's going on with this mask? What's your answer to the mask?
Just
It
give
was
up.
Halloween. It was Halloween, Your Honor.
The defense claims it was Halloween.
But we're in April.
Whose mask is this?
Early Halloween, buddy.
I present an old suitcase.
Ooh. Oh, dang. Oh, no.
This old suitcase is what the weapon was carried in from Randy to commit these crimes.
Or you could just have a bunch of moths in it. The lawyers.
And then there is also a
crying
used
right now.
tissue. Randy was
Well,
so
hang on,
distraught
prosecution, wrap it
from
up.
his
Why?
drive.
No. Oh, hold up. Why are you digging through my client's trash?
Digging through trash is not an illegal offense.
How do you know that's not something else?
Did you have a warrant?
He's saying, "Is it cum?"
I don't need a warrant to search through people's trash.
You don't need a warrant.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Literally, that is a
Nope. Trash
invasion
is
of his personal privacy in his house.
Oh, who said the trash was in his house? I went to the curb. Trash day.
I have seen a murder documentary
day.
where trash does not need a warrant, I will say.
Well, that is factual. And on that tissue, the speckles of blood.
It's enough from you. Is there closing remarks? You made your point. Stand on your ground.
I would
Do
like
you
to say
have-
one last thing.
Okay, let's hear from you. And does
Maybe he
anyone
was
need
just-
to speak to the witness again?
I would like to speak back to my witness. I would like to bring my witness up.
Okay, the witness is coming up.
My witness is currently muted. Sir, you're muted.
I apologize.
Okay,
Sure.
X9, would you not agree that Randy here is an avid jorker? He is a very, very frequent gooner.
No, he does good.
He goons quite a lot, Your Honor. That may have not. He may have just gooned too much and bled a little bit.
Now, the prosecution did state that there was blood, speckles of blood, before I smacked him with a gavel.
Speckles of go up butter.
So, Your Honor, therefore, it was not Lady Sock's blood. It was Randy's blood because he was gooning too hard.
He did love Lady
Perhaps he was gooning too hard.
Why did he
Yeah, see?
crying so-
Wait, why is he cooking?
Also, Your Honor, I would like to state one last thing.
Go ahead.
There's a McDonald's in the Pentagon.
Thank you for this update. Prosecution, do you have any additional notes?
Yes, let me paint the picture for you here. Randy
Okay, be quick.
was in love with
I want to
with
hear
Lady.
from the jury.
Randy was in love with Lady Sock. Lady Sock didn't love him back. Randy did not like that. Randy went online, purchased a weapon off the dark web, went to Lady Sock's house, shot
Where's the proof
Lady
that she
Sock.
didn't love him?
Yeah, where's the proof?
If you read the love letter, it clearly states that it was
Tampering
not.
with evidence?
But hold up, if Randy wrote it, how would
Wait, Judge. Can I say something?
Are we forging evidence here, prosecution?
Wait, Judge. Because
Absolutely not. I would never
the
do
love
that.
letter was unreadable because of its tears.
Interesting. Where did you come by this information?
Oh, perfect. Love letter
So there's
was
no proof that he
unreadable,
wasn't in love with her.
but there's no proof that he was. Anyways, I think this is a crime of passion. Randy did not get the same affection back, so he took his anger out on Lady Sock, shot her. Bullet casing was found, matched the weapon that Randy did purchase.
Aren't you supposed to be defending him?
No, he's trying to get him.
No,
he's trying to get
the
him arrested.
prosecution.
I rest my case.
Okay, the case has been rested. Jury,
Your Honor, one last thing. I may not.
jury, you've heard from both sides of the court. Please indicate on your colored ribbons how you vote, or if you have no vote at all. Me123 is voting for the prosecution. Rebirth Corpse is voting for defense. And Helios is voted for the prosecution. Now we're back to white. Based on the
Objection.
evidence I've heard, we have
Objection,
a love
objection.
What is your objection?
I objected his objection.
Did you object?
I objected Helios is voting against me.
I object his objection against his objection against the
My
vote.
apologies. I just don't think that's how objections work.
Objection!
Let him free! Hey, that man gets it. That man gets it.
The jury seems to be in favor of jail time. Based on the evidence that I've heard,
it seems to me that the defense has offered evidence only in response to evidence presented by the prosecution. The prosecution laid a good foundation of a used bullet casing, a dark web purchase, and a costume to disguise. And the defense responded with that Randy loved the victim, which to me indicates that this could have been a crime of passion. However, the credit card purchase is a good alibi, though we don't know what exactly this was purchased for, as you do not contest the dark web purchase. The scary mask, I cannot say for
you kind of
certain.
just said that he bought a mask with the credit card
I
and
cannot say
didn't
for
say
certain
anything else.
that this is what that credit card was used for, other than your word. The end of your argument fell apart, and I think it is clear your client is guilty.
No!
You made the right choice. You made the right choice today.
You can click play again and change the roles.
I want to be a juror. I want to draw.
Can I be the defense?
Yeah, I'll be prosecution.
Oh yeah, this is gonna get caught. This is gonna be so caught.
We need a bailiff.
JW2R2R2.
The bailiff.
Bailiff, make sure nobody goes crazy.
Yeah, bailiff can literally mute them until he wants.
All right.
The magic wand turns him into a bird.
Oh.
Kenji, ready up.
All right.
Fish, we need you.
We need
Kenji.
Kenji left. All right.
And we have some person with a woman as their profile picture.
Person with a woman. We have 7 ready. Are we ready to proceed?
Yes.
No journalist. Journalist was cooking last time, but we'll go.
Yeah, the journalist was cooking.
Sorry, but I gotta defend him this time. Randy, this is my first time here, but I will get you out. This is my first ever case, but don't worry, okay? I promise you'll be okay.
This is not Randy this time. This is a completely different person. Randy's in jail.
Already got locked up.
Hey, Judge. Hey. I'm sorry. They're just arrested me.
Prosecution, please present your charges.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Bailiff's got a dog.
I can't do anything.
Yeah, the judge has to pass it to one of us. You brought the witness up.
Hey, how do I show my drawing?
Hit chef.
Judge, you have to pass it to one of us so we can do evidence. You just brought the witness up.
Hey,
Yes,
Judge.
I am policeman.
Now he's trying to vote guilty. You gotta scroll.
Hey, Judge, how do you like this?
Okay. Oh, I don't have it anymore.
Oh my god.
I have it now. Are we good, Judge? Are you satisfied with your decision?
Yeah.
Roy, me please. I can hear so much feedback in your mic. I'm sorry. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, we're here today because Robert Cinco has been accused of assaulting Mr. and Mrs. Sock. I will present to you a case today of a man with a violent past and a violent future, looking to cause pain to all that he can get his hands on. As my initial evidence, speaking to the character of Robert Cinco, we have a disturbing email that he sent out. In this email, you will see that he has violent tendencies, hate towards many different groups of people in society. For now, I will rest and allow the defense to speak.
All right, so
go. Let him.
Poor fish. Okay. Judge, I want to start with Robert Cinco. You know, growing up, he was a profound man, and this just doesn't sound like him. Now, let me get into my evidence. Okay, this is not some good evidence. Let me look over. Okay, so I want to start with this. Now, this may seem stupid, but
bad evidence.
okay. Now, assault, that's a crazy thing to say. That basically means you beat them up. He wasn't even man enough to smoke a cigar. Does he really seem like he's the type of person to beat a married couple? Does he, Judge?
Well, how do you explain the email with his name on it?
Okay, well, you know, some people just get angry, but like anybody can get angry, Judge. Like it, like you're just like. Look at his face. He didn't do anything wrong. He is an innocent man who can barely smoke a cigar. I rest my case.
Interesting. Prosecution, would you like to respond?
Yes, Judge. Your Honor, the defense here has a very weak case so far. I present to you evidence of a man who is violent, sends mean emails, has it written down for the whole world to see, presented in court, and he presents a half-smoked cigar. Your Honor, I have more pieces of evidence to bring to the courtroom today, building upon this history of violence that is in Robert Cinco's past. Your Honor, first...
Objection.
What's your objection?
This is relevant.
Relevant.
Your Honor, as I was saying...
No, you shut your mouth! You shut your mouth! His past is not relevant to this case.
Your Honor, may I
He was a
respond?
poor child growing up. Alright. He can talk.
Prosecution, please continue.
Your Honor, the history of the defendant here is very relevant as it speaks to his violent tendencies that will further be laid out in this case. As you'll see, Your Honor, I present as my next piece of evidence a little black book. Your Honor, we found when serving a warrant on Robert Cinco's property that not only does where we received this email, but we found this black book of names, people that have wronged him or he's felt slighted by in his past. It has had very vivid descriptions of what he would like to do to these people. And though Robert Cinco has not run in with the law in the past, we do see that he has been harboring these feelings for a very long time. Furthermore, Your Honor, adding to the character of Mr. Cinco, we have a damaged whistle. Your Honor, we think that in medical appointments served by Robert Cinco, therapy as it's also known, one of his therapies assigned to him was whistling when he is angry. We see here the whistle's damaged, destroyed. This is a very dangerous man, Your Honor. I'd like to hear what the defense...
Defense, you may present.
Okay, I was talking about how much BS that man just said. Alright, Jess, first off, I'm not going to say words because we're in court, but I'll have a private video. Anyways, Robert, Mr. Cinco, he has never once gone to therapy in his life, and I have records to prove that. That man was lying about that. And second off, I have one more thing to say.
Present the records. Present the records.
Present the records. You know what? See, my secretary is late, but she has the records, but I'll show them to you later. Shut your mouth, Judge. Not what I was saying.
Shut your mouth, Judge.
Hey, I can't use my evidence.
You gotta pass it to him, Judge.
Jeez, you're useless!
My apologies, my apologies.
Alright. This is evidence of crushed can. Now this may seem like crazy, but as we know, this is evidence that he was drinking. And if he was drinking, how could he have been at their house assaulting them?
Prosecution, would you like to respond?
I can respond if the defense is
I'm not-
done with their argument. Your Honor, the defense presents you with a piece of evidence, an alcoholic can of a night out drinking, asking how could this man get to their house to assault them. Yet I ask, why would he assume or state openly in court that it was a house that this assault took place in? Your Honor, I present into evidence a hotel key card.
Objection.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith were staying together and in the same hotel as Robert Cinco. You see, Mr. and Mrs. Smith represent everything that Robert Cinco wants but cannot have. A happy
Objection.
family, a happy life, and the ability to vacation. He sees their enjoyment, and Your Honor, the motive for this crime
Judge, this
taking
is
place-
stupid. Stop letting him talk. Objection.
Silence, silence.
Judge, Robert Cinco has never once been to a hotel because his entire life he has lived with his parents. That is embarrassing to say, but why would he be at a hotel? He has no reason to be at a hotel. This man, another false piece of... All right, you listen here, boy. You're gonna... Hey, pal. Fuck you.
I've seen enough. I've seen enough.
No, you haven't. No, Judge, you better not. Let me call my witness. My witness will end everything.
Call the witness.
Good boy. Holy shit. Good boy. All right, as I was saying. I call the... Give me the ball, bro. No, motherfucker. Give me the talking privileges, bro.
You gotta scroll, Judge. You gotta scroll.
You're so useless. Alright, I'm calling a little girl. Alright, little girl. Please give your story about Robert Cinco and past things
Pause.
you have talked to him about. And just talk about him.
I guess he's a pretty cool guy. He gives me candy.
Wait. This witness doesn't quite sound like a little girl.
Shut your fucking mouth, Judge.
Perhaps.
You're being sexist. Oh wow, so we have a sexist judge.
Perhaps we're disguising
I'm sorry.
our witnesses, perhaps.
I went through puberty a little early.
What does that mean?
Judge, Judge, you're an insensitive judge. You're a horrible person. You're judging this little girl.
Shut up.
I'm scared.
Witness, please continue. Please continue.
Anyways,
Witness, question.
What is your question?
Have you ever seen Cinco to be a relative angry man?
No, whenever I am near him, he's always super nice to me.
And has he or has he not every single night? Does he always or does he always not invite you over to dinner to eat with him and his parents?
Whoa.
No, because the little girl's parents are always at work. Is that not true?
That is true. They work way
So
too
is
much.
it not that the night they were saying he assaulted them, you were invited to have chicken Alfredo with them?
Objection, Your Honor, leading the witness.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I see.
What?
Yeah, I mean, Robert does invite me over every now and then. I kind of see him as a big brother.
I rest my case, Judge.
Your Honor, I'd like to call my witness to the stand if you would mind.
You may call your witness. You
gotta scroll. And then can you pass the
Dumb
ball?
bitch.
Hit that one and then scroll to the other one. Perfect. Thank you, Judge. Mr. Policeman that is from the South that has lived there his whole life with a Southern accent. Sir, can you please explain to the court your profession?
I'm a police officer. I'm
Racist.
not from the South.
I see. So, how long have you been on the force?
Oh, looking back on the days, I would say about 15 years now.
15 years. That's quite a long service career. How many arrests do you say you've made in that time?
Oh, buddy, way more than I can count.
And in that time, have you ever been disciplined from your internal disciplinary forces?
Well, you know, corrective action here and there. But...
Objection, Judge. Relevance?
Your Honor, I'm trying to build the foundation for reliability of the witness in his career.
Just get straight to the point then. This is wasting time, Judge.
Prosecution discontinue.
Thank you, Judge. So, 15 years in the force, some corrective actions, but a relatively unbesmirched career.
I would agree so.
Now, Mr. Policeman, I'd like to bring your attention to the night of April 16th. Do you recall that night?
Yes, I do, in fact.
And on that night, do you recall receiving any calls that you responded to at or around 7:30 p.m.?
I do believe so, yes.
And what location did you respond to?
I don't quite remember the location. I apologize.
Was it a residential or a commercial hotel?
I believe it was a residential building. Somewhere in the suburbs.
Objection!
Your Honor,
right on.
treat the witness as hostile.
No! Objection! You said, quote unquote, that it was a hotel. This guy said he was called out to a residential building. So...
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to refer back to the presented evidence, item number 4, hotel key card found in the residential
yes.
home
but
of
now
Robert
you're just
Cinco.
backtracking. Hey, you asked him if he went to a hotel. He said no, he didn't. Cop, may I ask you a question?
This is my witness.
I don't know. Am I allowed to talk
Judge,
to him?
do you have permission to ask his witness a question or two?
I'm not done with my direct examination, Judge.
You may after prosecution has finished.
Okay. I just want to talk about how...
Mr. Police Officer, I know you may have responded. How many calls on a given night do you respond to?
In a good night, probably about 10, 15.
So is it uncommon for you to get these calls mixed up?
Not necessarily. I wouldn't say uncommon.
So on the night of April 16th at or around 7:30 p.m., I'd like to remind you that this case is referring to the defendant, Robert Cinco, who you were called to a commercial hotel.
I responded to a residential building. I did not go to a
Objection!
hotel that night.
Leading.
Speak.
I'll let him finish his prosecution and then I'll ask his witness a couple questions. He can continue though.
Your Honor.
Cinco, we have this in the bag. Don't worry.
Seems my witness is unable to recall properly the call that he responded to.
May I take over now?
I guess I relinquished the witness for cross-examination.
Okay. Hello, Mr. What's your name again? I'm sorry.
Call me Nate.
Okay. Is it not true that you had a law? Was it not true that about 2 years ago you had a lawsuit for lying in a courtroom?
I do not recall that. I am sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways,
you can't recall anything.
Anyways, besides that, Judge, I just want to rule out this witness entirely to the jury as a unsuitable witness.
Yeah, Your
But
Honor,
if you were to,
this witness seems to be completely useless.
I told you that I responded on that night to a residential building in the suburbs.
It was completely contrary to all presented evidence. You are confused.
So, Robert,
you are
Mr.
asking me
Cinco,
those questions. I just answered them.
We are gonna win this. Have faith. I just need to do a little bit more.
Your Honor, this witness here is hostile and clearly may have
Your
ulterior
Honor,
motives.
I am just not agreeing what the prosecutor wants me to say.
Silence.
You gonna talk, nigga? So what are we doing here?
Your Honor, to close my statements out, I have one final piece of evidence to present. The story so far that I presented to you, backed up and supported by evidence, though not corroborated by a, we'll say, resistant witness who clearly has an ulterior motive. We have Robert Cinco, a man with a history of violence digitally presented here in court, a history of violence physically presented through the little black notebook of his enemies and things he wishes to do with them. A history of violence showed by the damage whistle given to him through therapy that we see is unusable, that he himself destroyed. We know he was at the location of the crime at the time of the crime based on the hotel key card found in his property that he forgot to leave when he left the hotel. Finally, Your Honor, I do present a cracked screen. You see, after Robert Cinco assaulted Mr. and Mrs. Sock violently, mind you, he went home and he still had pent-up rage and aggression. Though he beat them to a bloody pulp, he took it out on his phone, hucking it across the room. Your Honor, I rest my case.
Okay, I have just one more piece of evidence for you, Judge, and then that will be my closing. Ready? So as we know, Mr. Cinco, well, he didn't have the best job in life, but he was getting by. I wanted to talk to you about this, the salary cuts. He had so little money that he could barely get by. That's why he was still living with his parents. So if he had barely enough money to get by, why would he spend his time wasting money on a hotel room, which he did not go to, by the way, but apparently did, to assault them when he had little to no money?
Do you have a response, prosecution?
Yes, Your Honor. If you could pass me the ball. Your Honor, the defense adamantly claims that the defendant had no money and presents salary cuts as a justification. However, Your Honor, with the acquired hotel key card of the property that the violent crime took place at, found in the possession on the residence of Robert Cinco, I believe that is enough physical evidence to refute the circumstantial evidence presented by the defense.
Respond.
I'm sorry. So, basically, I didn't hear a word he said, but basically what I summed up from that was, he's lost. He doesn't know what to do.
Yes, Your Honor.
Continue.
Okay, so I just want to talk about how he's coping.
Continue.
He has nothing to do. He's lost all sense. I just want to talk about how he's coping.
Interesting. But I'd say the prosecution has presented some very good evidence here. It seems, Mr. Attorney Defender guy, that your evidence has also aided the prosecution. Because as we could see through your evidence, that Mr. Cinco still has his violent roots. For example, he wants to be a gangster.
Cop, judge, objection. His own witness called his bluff. The policeman said he did not go to no.
You can't object to the
Yeah,
judge.
fuck you. guess what? I don't care. My guy is innocent. His own witness, the policeman, said that he did not go to a hotel. He is lying straight to his
Perhaps the witness has goldfish memory. We don't know.
So you're glazing the prosecution.
You're glazing
Not
the
necessarily.
prosecution.
Judge.
I think I've seen enough of this case. Please present more evidence, Mr. Attorney.
Yeah, fuck you, but I will.
Michael, your shit's still muted.
Expired ketchup.
And
Now,
how is this relevant to the case?
Because this further proves my point on how broke Mr. Cinco is. He didn't have enough money to provide good ketchup, but he had enough money to go to a hotel.
Good ketchup.
Judge, this case is total BS. I rest my case.
Anything else?
Give it to him.
Prosecution, please respond.
Your Honor, the defense's entire position that it's taken in defending Robert Cinco has been a circumstantial one at best, with circumstances pointing to a potential justification for him not staying at the hotel. However, everything in the prosecution state's case presented here today,
Motherfucker, your own cop said he wasn't there.
Just presented physical evidence contributing to the character and history of Robert Cinco, speaking to what future would come and what future did in fact come, Your Honor. The assault of Mr. and Mrs. Sock at the hotel on the night of April 16th at or about 7:30 p.m. We see that there was an assault, and Robert Cinco is indubitably the assailant.
Defense, would you like to present your last piece of evidence?
I have my last piece of evidence, which was recently found by my secretary. I'm sorry for the late input, but I have something that will change the tides of this case.
Present your evidence.
Here it is. A love letter from Mrs. Sock to her what's the word? Fuck. A strong lover. Mr. Sock found this love letter and he tore it apart. And then, in the heat of them arguing at the hotel, he put his hands on her. But he knew what would happen if she told the police. So they got their story together and pinned it on Robert Cinco, a man who was friends with Mr. Sock in college, but took his girlfriend then. And he's always had a deep hatred for him since then, Judge. That is all.
Prosecution, would you like to respond?
Yes, Your Honor. You see, what we have here is potentially, though I do not
Prosecution, would you like to respond?
Yes, Your Honor. As you see here, we have a case where I do not want to throw accusations against a fellow attorney, but a potential falsified evidence. He presents this love letter as physical evidence in this case, yet describes the situation in which this love letter was created, ending with it being tore up by Mr. Sock himself. The entire court case, the defense has contested that Robert Cinco never was at the hotel and that there was no way he could have committed this crime. Yet, in the final hour, as the clock strikes midnight, we see that the defense wants to paint a narrative that Mr. and Mrs. Sock had extramarital affairs that led to an assault from Mr. Sock on Mrs. Sock. Not only is this a disgusting attack against the character of two victims in an assault case, but this has nothing relevant.
So, objection. My whole last statement had nothing.
I'd like to let the jury vote on that.
I think the jury is on recess, Your
We
Honor.
have no jury.
I'd like the jury to speak.
Okay, I just want to have my final say. So, to end it off, his own witness, the policeman, said that he not once had a call to a hotel about Mr. Robert Cinco abusing them. That is all.
Hello, Your Honor.
the silver buttons, the gold buttons rather. They are the determining ones.
Half-faced Cinco. Judge, hello?
Oh, yes. My apologies. Not. I've seen enough. This case seems that the prosecution has, presented minute evidence. However, the defense has not only presented evidence that's not relevant to the case, but also evidence that has aided the prosecution. It just furthers Mr. Cinco's violent natures. Now,
His witness was false!
After seeing the evidence,
Talks like Trump.
I believe Mr. Cinco has committed this crime.
You're bullshitting.
Lock him up.
Oh, dude, that was crazy. All right. That's enough of guilty as a sock. Jake, are you here?
Yeah,
Mike, are you here?
I think
Michael's,
he's eating.
His mic's still muted. He just started
He said he had to
sabotaging
go
my
eat.
court case.
I know, as your witness, even.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? Buddy just wanted me to crash and burn. Nah, it was a residential. Oh, good times. Good times. Ugh. Wanna play some Overwatch for a minute? Oh, it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm down.
That was fucking hilarious.
That guy was heated.
Dude, you're bullshitting. You're glazing the witness. You're glazing the witness now. That shit was funny. Everyone ended up leaving. Even Michael. Chat, is he cooked? Yes. I think Michael was getting nervous.
Why?
The way he was talking, I felt like he was nervous. Why do those not apply? I just changed them. Full screen. Apply. There we go. You launching the OW? I was sipping on whiskey, by the way. I think I heard you ask.
I did. Just curious.
Sipping on a little bit of whiskey. Getting a buzz going.
I am on my way. Must finish this starter day.
On my way.
Maybe.
Is this you? I think this is you. I have streamer mode still on.
Is this you? Oh, this is not you. I don't know who this is. I actually don't know who this is. Let's do social. Turn streamer mode off. I don't know who this is. Are you on now?
Nar.
You're not? Who's this? People keep getting on. I don't know who any of these people are. This is more people I've ever seen playing Overwatch that I have on my friends list.
They're all waiting for you to jump on to join your 5-stack.
I need to change my stream. I don't have the right view set. Oops. Game capture. I was so busy at work today. Work was fucking crazy. You're not on. Who the fuck? This guy booted up. Whoever this is on my friends list booted up Overwatch and immediately jumped into Stadium. Like within seconds. 1,000 hours.
This man knew what he wanted.
Who is this guy? It's kind of fun not knowing who these people are. 70 hours on Soldier, 62 on Echo, 61 on Hanzo. Borderline Echo main. That's crazy. Which one of these is you? We'll never know.
Alright.
5 viewers
Coming.
in the chat.
I'm coming. Yeah.
Let me know when you're on. I'm assuming the next one that pops on will be you, so I'll just...
Oh, it doesn't tell you my name.
I had streamer mode on.
Okay.
I don't see anyone's names. Oh, bro. Dude, it's funny. Average bitrate too high. Causes the stream to be unstable. Let's go turn the bitrate down. 15,500? Fixes it. Still showing high. But he left. Good, sorry, just busy right now. Genji player. Oh. Let's do it. Oh, it's a streaming software. Jacob,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Just finishing my update.
Oh,
It's launching at this very moment.
I'm gonna get some water.
Oh, Monsters on. And J-Maz. Oh, so that's what the first two characters are. I see. It's the start of their name. Monsters here, but your mic's muted if you're talking, big dog. Still muted in Discord.
I was muted. Hello.
So what's up with you, huh? Little savage?
What?
Anti-witness?
Eyewitness. I had to throw a curveball. You were beating that guy down too bad.
Still won.
Yeah, I still ended up winning. You fucking savage.
Yeah, because then you threw me out as a witness.
Yeah, dude, you're over here just saying, no, I went to a residential house. I didn't go to a fucking hotel that's been already
You
laid
asked
out.
me.
Motherfucker, yeah, there's evidence. I presented evidence.
Mike,
You
you're
said-
his witness.
You
You're
said,
supposed
did
to
you go
back him
to?
up.
Did you go to a residential house or a hotel?
Yes, and because I already presented the evidence.
You should have been more clear. You said, did you go to a hotel that night? Of them?
That's leading the witness. No court.
Yeah.
Courtesy here. No one knows how courts work.
No, that's why you shouldn't apply court laws to that.
That's a W game, though. Do you like that? You like that game?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be down to play some more of it.
I won my first case too. Feels good. Hey, that was a pretty solid case I built though. It had some good evidence cards.
You sounded so crazy. You were just rambling. They were against you in the beginning.
I brought it back though. We got them locked up, boys. We got them locked up.
Everyone ended up leaving in the second half. It was a bummer. That guy was funny that was on the defense. Judge, pass me the ball. Pass me the route.
Pass me the ball.
Oh, lordy. Got 4 viewers in the stream. Oh my god, come on. We got an all queue, we got a tank, we got a support. All you gotta do is put us in a game.
They gotta put us in a game with people matching our skill and shit.
There's no skill based in quick play.
It's broader, but I think there is.
Buddy, I've played with fucking 1,000 hours one-trick ponies.
Traveling to Dorado. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Here we go.
One small step at a time.
Is that a costume? Is that a costume?
Is that a
costume?
Juno,
Is
you
that a
seem
costume?
quite attached to your suit. Keeps my
Me
vitals
too.
stable.
I was up way too
Movement
late
could be
last night.
catastrophic. You should be fine now that you've acclimated
Like 6
to them.
a.m.
I will keep it on, just in case I explode.
But I am employed.
Not as quick as I used to be, but I'm still the fastest gun in the New West.
They have a Juno, and they have them too.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
They want to fight, huh? Let's
Stop the payload.
Don't let that payload move any
Let me help!
Creepers up.
dead off.
Damn.
He's dead.
Sniped that chick.
Appreciate it.
Watch yourself!
That's not good. You picked your whole back
Damn.
line. You're cooked.
That payload's pulling
He's
on
switched
back.
after that
Come
one,
on.
I think.
Come on, everyone!
Your whole back line is destroyed.
I'm really feeling the heat.
Got 3 of them, dude.
They all dead. Everyone's dead. Soldier kind of.
What happened to our team?
The soldier smoked the ash, and the reaper pushed at the same time. He got damage boosted by.
Fall back!
RC.
For you! I needed that.
We needed you.
Nice.
We needed you, and you were nowhere to be found.
Yes,
We
is that a
got their
costume?
tank and one of their healers.
Payload moving any further.
Both healers on my part. Yeah. Get team dies. Only we had better supports. That time. Tell me you lost a 2v3?
Yes, I'm a support. I'm not a DPS.
Go here!
Tank
Does this help?
stat.
Supporting in T equals 0. Let's increase our pace!
I'm like 50% sure I killed him while he was just about to ult.
Heroes never die. Helden sterben nicht. Watch yourself!
Minor perk unlocked.
Projectiles initiated! Hyper ring out!
Mercy dead?
Much better. Addressing your
You know dead?
I could. I got chased by the reaper.
I'm on fire! Come on, everyone! Over here! Orbital ray is ready! Combat systems optimized.
These barrels are smoking. Meteor strike.
Get in there, Bob! Let me help! Dispatching care!
Step rider.
You know here.
Oh, that's
Welcome to
unfortunate.
Orbit!
That's my ult there.
My fuse is lit! Let's fall back!
Mercy.
Hyper ring deployed! Heroes never die!
Mercy one.
Up again. Target's locked.
Mercy one.
We must pull them back. Just a bit longer.
Can't stand there.
Halo moving. Someone stop that thing.
He is not one.
They hooked her and shot her.
I will achieve it next time. I think.
Okay, that's one.
Not one. Not with my gun.
You landed your shots.
It's your shots, kid.
I see you. Get them off. Supporting a T equals 0. You're here. Helden sterben nicht. Does this help? We are outnumbered.
So drop down.
Bad guys.
This
Take 'em
time,
out.
I will succeed. Let me help.
Don't let that thing move them any farther.
Watch yourself.
Unloading squad.
Ministering in. Hyperring deployed. Thank you for assisting. Welcome to orbit. I can help you. Fucking satellite sector.
This. Oh, it's just you. You're about to be back.
We must accelerate.
Heroes never die.
I will fix that. I'm at the height of my performance. Let's take off. I see an enemy. I see you. Submarine deployed. I will not let you down. Watch yourself. Meteor strike.
Helden sterben nicht.
Halo's moving. Someone stop that thing.
An enemy has been revived.
Unloading squad. I've got you in my sights.
I see you.
Take him down.
Dispatching care.
Heroes never die.
I will pretend that did not happen. We must accelerate.
Ah.
Defeat.
Tough game.
Play of the game. Helden sterben nicht.